Hello everybody, Arctic here, and welcome back to Infinity Craft. I know it's been a while. I failed to record my audio in game, so this is all being done in post. Yay? Anyways, I decided to start on working on my first real farm in the industrial district in a long time. So we're digging this out to turn this into a tree farm. Of course, we've done a lot of this off camera, but we're filling up our chests and getting everything going so that we can get basically unlimited oak and birch wood. Now, I can't remember off the top of my head what tutorial I was following for this, but I'm pretty sure it was Easy Tree Farm tutorial done by LogicalGeekBoy, so I'll link that one down below. Now, I also plan to add like a sugar cube, a sugar cane, and pumpkin, and melon farms in these chunks next to the cactus farm. As you can see, the cactus farm's doing pretty good, and it's going to give us a lot of the bone meal that we need for this project. But when I can get around to it, I plan to do the others as well, just because I think it'll help out. Plus, we all know that we could use more of all of those. And now that we've got all that dug out, we can start doing all the arduous process of setting in all of the hoppers and everything. And the tutorial is going to be linked down below, but this is a fairly simple farm. It just requires a lot of hoppers and a lot of other bits like pistons and all that to get it all linked up. And yes, we did a bit of more work off camera, so you might be able to see all the shulkers. Yeah, it's done. It's done, it's functional. It's making me all the oak and birch wood I could ever want. A little bit of extra work, you know, not too complicated, but just flip it on and go. The current collection system is below the farm. I plan on having it go to a central collection system at a later point. I just haven't gotten that far. But it is as simple as getting over here, getting the saplings that we want, stepping in. Oh yeah, we only need one technically. Then we can flip this machine on, and there's all the bone meal that we need, and we just place it down and as you can see, as soon as it grows, it completes that redstone signal and immediately pushes everything over and gets everything, you know, into its next phase. So that makes it really useful. It just measures the redstone signal and boom. Then it comes over here and its seeds push out. They get blown up, water streamed into the hole, collected, done and dusted. And you might be able to see in my inventory, it's slowly adding saplings back in as I'm going, because every time the machine is triggered, it fires a sapling back into me so that my inventory will never run out. So I could, if I had enough bone meal, feasibly AFK this overnight and just fill everything up. Makeshift way to get myself some bone meal, given the fact I was burning through it at an alarming rate. So since I had that potato and carrot farm from earlier in the series, I decided to put a bunch of them over here into just this little makeshift, and now I can AFK one, you know, working on a couple things and just quickly make a bunch of bone meal. Is it the most efficient? No. But all I have to do is step over here, go in here, and I literally had this thing entirely full. So that's why there's so many chests, because I filled it. But now I've got it mostly empty. And since it's, you know, 3 tiers, it'll still fill up pretty quickly. That will give me a chance to get as much bone meal as I need. I'll also need to get more sea lanterns and stuff for this base. So I built a prismarine farm because, the amount that I'm going to need to light all of this up so I don't have to torch spam is going to be absurd. And so, yeah, and the storage system is going to be right over here. I'm going to fill in this section with storage, and we'll figure out ways to compartmentalize this whole base, because I don't want it to be entirely storage. It'll be some aesthetic. You know, I'm not going to be entirely leaning into practical like I normally do. So, yeah, but first things first, I'm going to need to figure out how big I want to do things and how I want to set things up. I got so much iron to do this. That iron farm was working in overdrive. So happy I got as much done as I did. But we can go take a quick look at the prismarine farm that I built off camera. And right out there is the farm, just past the end city, well, end portal. So there we go. It's a fairly simple farm. Just everything comes up, gets flushed to the center, and it works pretty quick. The towers you saw on the way there were the AFK locations. I can turn on and off the sorting system so that as things die, they either get trapped in the chests, so, you know, quicker grab, or they will get dropped down into a water stream and run around to the storage system, which is currently full from me AFKing it. Yeah. I need to organize exactly what goes where, but at the moment it's more just random, but it is full, and now anything extra goes into a burn off area behind the wall. Right there. So yeah, any extra stuff just goes and it's gone. So yeah, we can see back here the water elevator goes down to the end, and then yeah, just quick, simple, clean, easy to use, and nether portal right there to get back to my base. So we get back to the tree farm and we go ahead and slip a nice bit of glass over the top of it, just to make sure that it's nice and sealed in. I don't want mobs bothering me. I want to be able to AFK there. And I don't have everything lit up very well, so I don't quite have enough glass, so I'm going to have to run back to the villager trading to get the rest of it. But still, it's a good progress that we're making. And luckily everything is just so close thanks to the nether. I think the next project is going to be making a solid nether travel, so that I don't have to worry about such a open thing. But for now, we can just worry about getting everything over here settled. And it's just a matter of trading, getting glass, getting it done. So yeah, this is probably what I'll be doing for the next bit. Just getting all the glass that I need from my villagers. Alright, so we spent some time running around getting everything that we need. I have been getting quartz from my villagers for ages. And now, I think I'm about ready to start doing some, like, major work on the base. So I need to bring these walls all the way up to the frame. I need to build my interior walls in here and figure out what's going on each floor and how tall each area is going to be, and if I'm going to have multiple floors or just one. It's going to be a lot of work. I also need to figure out this doorway at some point. Right now I've got it lit like this. Ooh, that's something. Now that I have access to my sea lanterns, I took the time to get just a bunch of them to make into the walkway, and I think it looks great. One thing I want to do is, if I'm gonna leave this here, I want to kind of do something like it's almost like I had stairs and I could have used them instead. Do I want it to be that pointy, or do I want to flatten it? Let's do both sides. One moment. Okay, you know, I kind of like that more, this side more. So let's get the other side fixed up the same. Depending on how the storage system goes, I think the roof might look good at about that level. Because I think this is what I want to do, is have my storage set up sort of like this. So have it be part of this room and just have part of it be standard storage and then part of it be bulk storage. And so the bulk storage won't need to be hooked up to a sorting system. In fact, we could do bulk storage right over here where I got my shulker boxes and just do several chests here. I want to figure out how to texture this up a bit. I don't quite know what I want to do about that. Because I'm trying to experiment with taking a little bit more care with my builds and actually making them look good, which I guess is technically a subjective statement, but I want to up my game. It's the same reason why I textured this. It's also why I have some diorite, because I was wondering if I could use some diorite and polished diorite as part of a gradient. So we'll need to mark out exactly how big I want to make this. I'm thinking something like, I don't know, about here to start. I think that might be okay. So we're going to work on that, and then one thing I want to do for sure is like here. Because this is the doorway in, we'll pull this out. So we'll pull out some of these sea lanterns and we'll go, oh, I need to do you because it needs to be connected. Oop. Yeah, so like this, and then I need some glass, and we'll just do that all the way down. I'll probably do it all the way around the storage. So like here, because this is the bulk storage, I'd probably stop it here and then move it over and then go down, or I might just stop it where it is. I just like the idea of using the lighting, and I could use colored glass to do things. So I could do something like, so like this. See how that glass, in fact, let's do it to here, because that helps to signify as you're coming in that this is a path that leads off, but it's still being lit up by everything. I think that's a good way to handle it. So I'm going to need to go to my tree farm, get a bunch of chests, and get bulk storage set up so I can start using this. But first, I really need to finish these walls. So I think I have enough deep slate to make a fair bit more progress. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend a bit of time bringing these walls up at least flush with this, if not a little higher. Let me get my... Alright, so we've raised the wall a bit. When I left off, it was just here below this fixture. I've added some stairs in to help just to texture this, and I might go back through and texture some of this wall with some of those stairs, but at the moment I'm just texturing it with color, and I'm really happy with this. I started out with the two different types of, you know, the brick and the slate, but then I've started adding tuff here as we're getting higher up, and I might start to add something like gravel or andesite as we get to the higher points. I don't quite want to use stone, but I want to use something that's got some, you know, coarseness to it. I felt like the tuff was a good, just a little bit of worn. Not enough to be like, show this is in complete disrepair, just a little bit of worn. We'll see how it looks when we fill it up a little bit more. I might have started it a little too soon, but time will tell. But anyways, well, this is, I think, going to be a fairly short episode. The length of time I've spent recording this, due to a lot of other things, has kind of got me in a situation where I feel like I would like to end this here so I can start on the next one. So thank you all for watching. If you like this, make sure to hit that like button. Oh. Yeah, I've got the vanilla cape. It looks really cool on an elytra. Anyways, sorry, I got distracted by my own cape. Anyways, thank you all for watching. If you like this, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new here, hit subscribe. As always, you guys have fun. I'll see you later. Bye.